This is Mateo from Happy XC, and today we're going to review the new helmet, the Nerv, from Icaro. Alright, so I just ordered this helmet, and it just came in, so let's go ahead and open this box up. Looks like it came with a free cool hat. The helmet itself looks awesome. I went ahead with the orange tinted visor. And what else do we got? We got a bag to put the helmet in with their logo on it. Nice drawstring, very cool. And a sticker, and of course the shipping stuff that it came in. Alright, so let's take a look at this thing. It's pretty new. I don't think this has been on the market for too long now. It's super lightweight. Weighs, I don't know, something about 530 grams. Without the visor. The visor adds about 93 grams according to their website. It's EN 966 rated, so it's great for paragliding. It's more protective than a ski helmet is what they say. It's a different rating and it's more stringent. Actually, you can go on their website and check out some of their testing procedures. I'll include that link at the end of this video, of course. So it's got a polycarbonate shell with something they're calling a polystyrene reinforcement. It's designed by Ignacio Bernardi, and it's supposed to be one of the Ferrari of helmets out there. So go ahead and talk about some of the details. It's supposed to have pretty good airflow. You can see these two vents here open with the slider. Slider doesn't need a lot of tension to move it. And you can see I have to force it to get the full opening there. So I'm not super keen on it, but you know, it's plastic, so can't expect much from it. You can see the ForeFight, which I'm not sure what that means. You'd think it would say ForeFlight, but ForeFight sticker there. Push that down. And you can also see the seal around the visor. It's probably going to keep the wind noise down and probably keep the wind out of your eyes, keep them from watering. This thing shipped really fast. I ordered it and it arrived literally within like 3 days. And I'm in the US. That was a surprise. It went through customs super quick and I was very pleased. I think it cost about 10 euros to ship to my house. Let's see. Got the bag there, got the sticker, talked about that. It's got this cool orange visor. I went ahead with the orange because it's a 100% UV filter. So that's going to keep the sun out of my face. I won't have to use as much sunblock when I'm doing the super long XC flights. And it's got really good contrast for viewing cloud formations. It's supposed to give you a lot more depth. So rather than go with the typical gray or smoke tint, which I think would look cooler, I went ahead with the orange because I think it'll perform better. Let's talk about the padding here. You see you can press this red clip to open this up, and you've probably, if you're familiar with the Icaro helmets, you know the padding is removable and resizable, and often they will send you a new size padding if you need, if it doesn't fit right. You can see this one's a little off. This side is a little low, and if you look at where it's affixed, it's sort of it's got a Velcro kind of thing on one side and a sticky on the other, so I'll probably have to readjust a little bit just to move that up, but no big deal. Looks like this ring here is going to be your support, and this wheel here is what adjusts it. It looks like you get about one full rotation. This helmet happens to be a small. Actually, it's an extra small, and the next size up is medium and then large. So there are 3 sizes to the helmet. I'm not sure that they all use the same polycarbonate shell size because the sticker is different on the different sizes. I think this is just adjustment within one size. So one full turn will get this thing snugged down. You can see it snugging here and here. I have tried this on already. I do love the fit. I think it feels great. I have Plus Max helmets available to me in the US through my local distributor, but I don't find that they fit quite as well. I've heard that if those don't fit well, these will, and if these don't fit well, those will. Looks like, again, main band here, and then this is where the airflow, I think, comes through. You see the vents here and the exit vents in the back here, and that actually comes through here. I know because I blow air, I can feel it coming around this mesh netting. I'm hoping you can see that well. Alright, moving on. So, clickable fastener. This thing has, looks like about 8 adjustments. You can click it in there, tighten it a little bit. It needs a little bit of adjustment to get just right, and to do that, you slide. I recommend sliding this padding up, and then you can adjust it here simply by sliding these guys, or in the case of loosening, just pull those through. And it's really nice because it's easy to snug up, and it's firm, and you don't have to go in one and out one and then wrap it over. It's pretty simple. They do include a rubber grommet here that you can use to hold this extra material down, pull the grommet over, and then slide it up into this piece here. So let's talk about these earpieces. They are removable. They have a bit of padding that's also affixed using a very similar technology, which, you know, I don't mind. It's nice. It fits well, comfortable. So to get these off, you've got to go ahead and pull the straps through. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll leave this label on just for kicks. The hole to pull them through isn't very large, but it's large enough. Alright, and then you've got 2 tabs here and here which need to be depressed in order to release the earpiece. They are pretty tight, but you really don't want these, you know, falling off. That one was tough. Alright. So you can see there's 2 tabs here and then 1 on each side. To reaffix, simply underneath, push them through. These are also underneath, so very simple to reattach. And as you can see, a little tough to take off, but not that difficult. And then you've got the straps. You can also adjust the angle of the strap by tensioning one side or the other. By pulling this, you're going to bring the headset back, and by pulling this, you bring it forward. So it's really easy to adjust this to whatever you like. I'll go ahead and take the other side off and show you what this helmet looks like on my head without the earpiece and with. Alright, so here's the helmet on the head with no ear pads and with the visor on. Go ahead and connect this guy up. You can see it's pretty easy to connect. The only thing I don't like is this piece here. I'm gonna have to tuck that in. Can do it one-handed, but I'll show you how to put some Velcro on that later. Alright, so here it is. No ear pads, visor on, side shot, visor down. It's really nice. It doesn't touch the nose, and it's got 2 clicks. Fits really well. Side shot for you. Visor up, and maybe you've got some cool black shades you want to put on. There you go. And if you wanted to, visor down, and the side shot. There you go. Here we have visor off, ear pads off, and cool sunglasses on. There you go. Alright, and here's the helmet with the ear pads on, visor on, side shot, visor down, ear pads on, and side shot. And can't forget the cool shade shot. Shades on, ear pads on, visor down, and there you go. Now let's try it with the visor off. I'm going to show you how easy it is to take this thing off. Spin these little doohickeys here. Oop, a little bit more. There we are. Pops right off, and I think it has a really nice look to it. Especially with the shades on. Side shot. Shades on. Not that big anymore. And I think these ear pads actually help it look smaller and better fitting. So great for acro, whatever type of flying you like to do. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that little video sesh of the different looks of the helmet with visor, without visor, and with and without ear pads, and of course the cool black shades. So I'll go ahead and show you how to affix the visor back to the helmet. It's quite simple. There are 2 bits on either side and obviously 2 holes. By the way, I think there's a cap that goes over this, a sort of oval shaped one that wasn't sent with the kit. I'll have to ask them and see if they just missed it or if they just assume you'll always leave the visor on. But I like a finished look, and I think the cap just snaps right on. I'll have to ask for that. Meanwhile, simply put the 2, line the 2 pins up on either side. It's not very difficult to do, but it may get out of rotation. So if yours is out of rotation, you need to make it match the other side. Again, quite simple. You see the notching there. And I think in playing with it, it got out of rotation. So second notch there, second notch there. Very simple. Put the cap on, screw it down. Finger tight is how they came. Probably don't want to go too much and risk cracking it. Again, very, very simple. I really like the design of this helmet. It's straightforward, it's nice and sleek, and everything sort of just works the way it's supposed to. And that's always good. Alright, let's talk about the last thing on my list, which is GoPro. A lot of us like to mount our GoPros on our helmets, which, you know, has its own risks, but you know, some of us will do anything for a video. So I've brought 2 GoPro mounts, the flush flat, I guess they call it a flush mount, flat mount, and the curved mount. I tried putting the flat mount in almost every position earlier and just couldn't do it, so you're going to have to use the curved mount. While I think it will fit on the top, it will be off at an angle, and it does put it precariously high on your head. If you try to put it down here, obviously the visor, because of this very nice seal, will not be able to go over. Even though it looks like there's space, especially underneath, you wouldn't be able to close it. So if you're going visorless, no problem. But with the visor, I found that the only place that would work would be the side. And then you'd have to have your camera, you have to have like a little 90-degree angle. But I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Alright, well, that concludes our review of the Icaro Nerv Helmet in this cool carbon. It comes also in a space color. It's a little bit of a metallic black, but I like this one here. Yeah, it's a very comfortable helmet, well made. It's got really nice sleek lines. I think they put a lot of thought into it, and it's a great company with a great reputation. As far as this bit here, kind of flappy bit, it's the only thing I wasn't keen on. I talked to you about possibly affixing some Velcro here, and that way it would just simply touch. But this bit doesn't get in the way, and it's very easy to put underneath this button so that you have a nice, comfortable strap the entire way. So for somebody who used to use motorcycle helmets, the cheap ones that don't fit very well and just have a raw strap, this is a nice upgrade, and I think I will enjoy using this helmet quite a bit. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave any comments, and of course if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. This is Mateo with Happy XC. Thanks for watching.